On my last day of college, I sold my mini fridge on Craigslist. A guy named Don messaged me saying he'd pick it up that night, around 9 p.m. I was in an empty dorm room. My roommates were all gone. He showed up in a dirty gray van, older guy, quiet, wearing sunglasses. At night. He barely spoke, just stared around the room like he was casing it. I helped him carry the fridge down, and when we reached the parking lot, he opened the back of the van, not the trunk. And inside were a bunch of mismatched duffel bags, a shovel, and a rope. Not tools. Rope. He smiled and said, "You sure you don't have anything else to sell?" I told him no, shut the dorm door behind me, and watched from the second-floor window. He sat in the van for 20 minutes, just looking up at the building. Then he drove off. No fridge. He left it in the parking lot. The listing I posted was taken down later that night, by someone else. My friend Jenna stayed behind for dorm inspection after graduation. An RA she didn't recognize came by late, midnight, said he was doing final walkthroughs. He wasn't in uniform and didn't have a clipboard. He barely glanced at the room and kept asking weird questions like, "You alone? Parents picking you up late?" She got nervous, said her dad was downstairs. He wasn't. The guy nodded and walked off, but didn't go down the hall. He entered the empty room next door. Jenna locked her door and called the real RA. Turns out there were no inspections after 8 p.m. and no male RAs on duty that night. Campus security found the guy hours later hiding in the stairwell. He wasn't a student. He'd stolen a badge and had been inside the building since the morning. After my last exam, I went to my usual study room to chill one last time. It's tucked away in the back of the library. I was scrolling on my phone when I heard someone open the door behind me, except I hadn't heard footsteps. I turned, expecting a student. It was a man I didn't recognize, older, dressed like staff, but no ID badge. He smiled and said, "Didn't think anyone would still be here." I mumbled something and started packing. He locked the door behind him. I stood up fast and said I had to meet someone. He just stood there and smiled. I managed to unlock the door and walk out without running. I told security. They didn't find him. Later that night, my backpack, which I'd left for 5 seconds on a couch, had been unzipped, and inside was a note. "You didn't stay for the ending."